Saudi Arabia is located in Asia in the Middle East, bordering the Peninsula Gulf and the Red Sea. The weather is harsh, dry desert with great temperatures extreme. Saudi Arabia is the largest country in the world without a river. The flag of Saudi Arabia is green and it has an Arabic inscription and sword in white. Its flag is used by the government of Saudi Arabia since March 15 in the year 1973. Saudi Arabia, or the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, is a absolutely monarchy. The religion is Islam, and they based their everyday life in this religion. And not only their life, the moral and the culture, but also the government and their politics. The Islam holy book, the Quran, is the largest source of proverbs in Saudi Arabia. As an example, cinemas has been outlawed in Saudi Arabia since the late 70s. It means that first the government has to see the movie, and then they say if the movie can be project in the cinemas, if the people can see it or can't see it. It because the movie can reflect the opposite of their religion and their politics. It happens too with many novelists and painters. They have had their work censored over the years. Paralanguage is the rate, pitch, tone, inflection, emphasis, or value of a person's voice. Paralanguage, however, is not limited to speaking and is also to use of silence. The tone of someone's voice in Saudi Arabia is of particular interest. Also important to know that Saudi Arabia values silence and utilize this time for contemplation.
Body language takes on extra significance in Arab culture. The body language is distinctly different and must be learned in order to effectively reinforce the intended message, and perhaps more importantly, to not give unintended insults.
In Saudi Arabia, left hand is considered unclear and should be only used for personal hygiene. The right hand is used for shaking hands, eating, drink, and passing objects to another person. So, you should say hello with the right hand. Shake hands with right hand only on the beginning and the end of any visit. Shake hands slower but less firmly than in the West.
In male-to-male greeting, the two parties typically take part in a warm handshake using their right hands, and then they embrace with 2 to 3 kisses on the cheeks of the other party. Female-to-female greetings are similar, as they shake your hands and kiss each other on the cheeks. However, the major differences come in a male-to-female greetings. In Saudi Arabia, there is little to no touching between males and females, unless they are blood-related or married. And even then, physical touching is held to a minimum. This practice is not questioned by Saudis, and it is considered normal for women to be seen as socially inferior. Eye contact between people from the same gender is sign of respect, and lack of eye contact indicates that other people are unimportant and is a rude gesture. Women must obey male authority figures, and this relationship is seen in communication rituals in Saudi Arabia daily, in conversation and every day. Eye contact between a male and female can be misinterpreted. Therefore, most women tend to avoid eye contact with males. Additionally, Women are not supposed to speak out against the male authority figures. Another one is placing a hand on your heart along with a side bow in a sign of respect. This is usually done during greeting. Body language specific meanings. It is my obligation. The gesture of placing the right hand or its forefinger on the tip of the nose, on the right lower eyelid, on top of the head, on the mustache or beard, has the meaning of it's in front of me. I see it is on my head to accomplish. Come here. Right and out, palm down, with fingers brought toward oneself repeatedly in a clawing motion, is the sign for calling someone to come. I'm thinking, grasping the chin with the thumb side of the right fist as a sign of wisdom or maturity. Slow down by holding the fingers in a pear-shaped configuration with the tips pointing up at about waist level and moving the hands slightly up and down signals "wait a little bit" or "be careful." This gesture can be observed extensively when driving in the crowded streets of the Arab cities. In such a locale, it may be accompanied by curses from an anxious taxi driver or a pedestrian trying to cross the street. Thank you. Placing the palm of the right hand on the chest, bowing the head a little and closing one's eyes connotates thank you in the name of Allah. No. A quick snap on the head upwards with an accompanying click of the tongue connotates no, unlikely, or what you say is false. Offensive gestures. These are provided solely for the purpose of being able to avoid the use of motions or actions that may appear offensive. Biting the right forefinger, which has been placed sideways in the mouth, might be a threat or an expression of regret. In Western culture, the A-OK sign is a positive gesture. However, in the Arab world, if the gesture is shaken at another person, it symbolizes the sign of the evil eye. In Arab, may use the sign in conjunction with verbal curses. Hitting the right fist into the open palm of the left hand indicates obscenity or contempt. Placing a half-closed hand in front of the stomach and then turning it slightly connotes that the person to whom the gesture is made is a liar. Placing the tips of the left fingers and thumb together so that the hand faces right, then placing the tip of the right forefinger directly on the left fingertips indicates an obscenity or insult directed at one's birth or parentage. This gesture is called Five Fathers. It means that your mother is a whore. Is the worst gesture in Arab world. Showing soles while sitting is considered rude and symbolic of you being beneath my feet. Sit instead with soles toward or on ground to be polite. Also maintain eye contact. Lack of eye contact strongly conveys you are unimportant as well.